people with nothing to live for.
How do you help someone who's determined to die? A good friend of mine in high school killed himself. A cousin of my father's, who I liked a lot, killed himself too. This really hurt me. I wondered why they did it. To me, nothing can be that bad. Procedure says when you find someone who threatens to kill themselves, you keep them talking. But there comes a time when the talking ends. To save a life, you also have to act. It was just after midnight. I was driving home. I had been working patrol, a 3 to midnight shift. It was a cool night, and I was excited and nervous. My wife and I were expecting our second child to be born any time now. The Notre Dame Bridge, or the Bridge Street Bridge, which is what everyone in town calls it, over Route 3. I had just driven onto it when I saw her. The first thing that struck me was, what's she doing here? People use the bridge to walk over, but no one hangs out there. Also, her sitting with her legs over the other side bothered me. I thought if I made a U-turn and pulled up, I might spook her. So I found a payphone and dialed 911.
Manchester 911.
This is Dick Tracy. There's a girl on the south side of Notre Dame Bridge. I think she's gonna jump.
All right, we'll send a couple of cruisers around.
Well, tell them to hurry. I'm gonna go see what I can do.
The Manchester Police Department has officers who negotiate with people threatening suicide. They tell you to use common sense. Keep the person occupied and relaxed. Get them to talk about what's bothering them. I had the best chance of gaining her confidence if I pretended to be an ordinary civilian out for a walk. I don't know what the comic book Dick Tracy would have felt, but I knew what I felt. I felt scared. I'd never dealt with a jumper before.
Hey, what are you doing? How you doing? You okay?
Get away! Stay away! Come any closer, I'm gonna jump! What's wrong with you? Did you hear me? Stop right there, I'm gonna jump! Did you hear me, you son of a bitch? Stop, I'm gonna jump!
I'm sorry, okay? I'm not moving. I'm right here.
This girl was different from all the other people I had worked with who threatened suicide. From the pain and panic in her eyes, I knew she wanted to die. Only one bit of doubt was holding her on to life.
My name's Dick. Dick Tracy. No kidding. What's yours?
I want it to end.
What?
I want living to end.
You don't have to do this, you know. It's never worth it. I bet you got lots of people worried about you right now.
Stay away from me! What's wrong with you? Do you want me to jump right now? Just stay the hell away from me!
All that kept her from going over were her fingertips, just barely holding onto the railing.
What's that? You stay away from me! You come near me and I'll jump!
The patrolman was Billy Brennan, big guy but gentle. I knew he'd be good with her. He had the same idea as me, keep her talking. Because he was in uniform, the girl gave Billy most of her attention, so I was able to get a little closer to her.
Why not just talk to us?
Shut the dog up! I can't stand it!
On a suicide attempt, they always send 2 cars. Mark Focus with the Canine Division. He always has his dog in the back.
Shut up! Shut up!
Calm down. The dog can't get you.
I thought, the girl can't take anymore. Her eyes locked on the car, her body tensed.
The more you talk, the better you'll feel.
Shut the dog up! Don't come any closer.
Listen to me. There are people who can help you.
Tell him to stop. Tell the damn dog to be quiet.
She turned to look at Brennan and the dog. I saw my chance. It was now or never. kept asking her why she wanted to kill herself, but she was still screaming and swearing at me for saving her life. We put her in a car to take her to the station. Her name was Diane James, and she had no criminal record.
You're so young. Why would you want to kill yourself?
I told you. It hurts. Living hurts.
That was all she could tell me. I looked into her eyes. I could see she still wanted to die.
I was in a lot of pain that night. I wanted it to stop, and jumping from the bridge was the only way I could think of stopping it. It surprised me that someone really gave a damn what happened to me. I didn't think that anyone cared. But it wasn't a question of now she's saved and she lived happily ever after. I resisted kindness for a couple more years. But by the end of 1988, things really started to turn around. I'm back in school now, and I'm not sure what I want to do, but it's nice to have the chance to find out.
2 days after this incident, my wife and I had a baby. And I thought, here's a new life. And only 2 days ago, somebody wanted to end her life. I know at first Diane was angry at me for intervening, but I had to help her. Being a cop has its down moments, but that was a time of great satisfaction, and I was glad it all ended well.
We'll be right back with tonight's top cops and the aftermaths of their stories.
He wears it all. It's 188. Long on chocolate flavor.
Elmer Lewis Robinson had an FBI rap sheet 3 pages long. He'd been in prison longer than Officer Higgins had been alive. Connie Higgins was the first woman officer to be awarded Louisville's Medal of Honor, as well as receiving an honorable mention by the International Police Officer of the Year Committee. She retired from the Louisville Police Department in 1988 and is studying to be an emergency room nurse. Diane James received treatment in a health facility connected to New Hampshire's Concord State Hospital. Today she is a sophomore at the University of New Hampshire and credits Dick Tracy not only with saving, but changing her life. This program brought her together with him so she could finally thank him personally. Patrolman Tracy is now a detective working in the juvenile division of the Manchester Police Department.